Hello everyone. This is the fourth lecture in the series of Learn and Practice English, and in this lecture I'm going to explain a very important concept which is in fact very important when we are talking in English, when we write something, because prepositions are the things which enable us to talk about these four important things. So in order to talk about the following four things, you must have an idea of usage of preposition, because when we are going to talk about time we have to use some kind of prepositions. So you should see this kind of examples. These are some common kinds of examples of prepositions. These are the most common words, and the other examples are also in the part of preposition, but these are some common ones. So in, on, at, into, to, for, and from. And these are the four things. When we have to talk about the methods we are using for solving any particular problem, then we have to use one of the preposition. And in the same way, when we are talk about place and some kind of positions we have. So one by one, I'm going to explain each and every preposition, and in fact the most important and most commonly used preposition details I will explore in this lecture. So start with the in. The first situation in which we can use this in preposition is the large places. When we are talk about the large places, some examples are here. When we are talk about universe, when we are talk about the world, these are some large places. So before that we have to use the preposition in. Another situation is when we are talking about the covered areas. Covered areas include bedroom, classroom, cupboard, and some other examples also included in the covered area. So for large places, for covered areas. Another one is the parts of the day. When we are going to talk about the parts of the day, for example, we are going to talk about we have done something in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. Another important situation is when we are going to talk about directions. So again, in is used in that situation as well, in the east, in the west, in the north, in the south. And the others situation, other than directions, other than parts of the day, covered areas, and large places, other situations also include the use of this important preposition in, like in the pole, in the sky, in the street, in the book, in the chair, and some other examples also included here. Another important preposition that is about on. On is used particularly when we are going to talk about the uncovered surfaces. Here we see in there is a situation called covered areas, and in on situations we have uncovered surfaces. Uncovered surfaces examples include on the table, on the floor, on the wall, on the surface, and some other examples also included in uncovered areas or surfaces. And the other examples I can talk about is on the whole, on the average, on foot, on the Facebook. And this is the two ways you can use this preposition on. And the preposition at is particularly associated with time. When we are going to talk about some time, for example, we say at 2 p.m., at 3:30 p.m., or 3:30 a.m., at 1 o'clock. So at is used when we have to talk about time. And at another use of at in the situation like temporary stations. Temporary stations, something like bus stop, cafeteria, in which people stay for a very short period of time. So these stations, these places are called temporary stations or temporary places. So again, at is used in that situation. Other examples of at are the following: at the 11th hour, at the age of 22. So now we have a very important comparison between in and on. People may face difficulty when they have to use in and on, and the situations are very, very important in both contexts. For example, when we have to use in is directly associated with covered things, covered areas or covered stations and covered places. And on is directly connected with uncovered things. The examples are given below. You can easily identify which one is the covered area, and in that situation in is used, and which one is uncovered areas, and in that situation on is used. So covered and uncovered, basically the difference between in and on. Another important comparison is in versus into, and the comparison is associated with these two key terms. In is directly connected with particular areas, and into is directly connected with shift areas. For example, these are some common examples. Let's say this example: put the book into the bag, because you are shifting the book from another place into the bag. So shift areas is directly associated with into, so that's why into is used in that situation. And the book is in the bag, because we are not shifting book in this sentence. The book is in the bag, so we are talking about a particular area, that is about bag. So in is used in this situation. So these are some common preposition explanation, and I hope that you get some new concepts related with these prepositions. Again, if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.